Hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome back to another Slay the Spire Ascension 20 Defect run. Got a very exciting one today, featuring some very powerful synergies and a huge Tempest. Stay tuned. So take the rare relic from the start for 7 max health, a great option, and we found ice cream. That means that whenever we end our turn with energy, we'll retain that energy. And can be a mediocre relic, of course. You have to have a way to make energy, and you also have to sometimes choose to not play cards that you otherwise would play just to save the energy. However, if you can manage to gain a lot of energy, then it can actually cause some very silly interactions. And so for one here, we've got a Tempest on offer, and I was considering boot sequence as well. It lets us block for 10 on turn 1 for 0 and possibly save our energy, but Tempest is here already, and I'm not refusing the call this time. So you may see me, at least temporarily, playing or choosing to not play cards that I otherwise could play if I feel like I'd rather save the energy instead. And Turbo's here already, so no attacks yet into our deck. Very unusual, taking a Turbo early because it's permanent energy. And I even upgrade it. Probably correct to upgrade Tempest instead. It's kind of like the same thing in that sense. But I wanted to make more number. Making number always fun. Focus Pot is great, and Algorithm is here. Rebound is also here, but I thought I could get away with the Algorithm as well, so we're getting real greedy here, for sure. Energy Pot's pretty good with Ice Cream. Great Tempest. Could have also been an Algorithm angle there, but upgraded the Algorithm with the event anyway. Always lucky. And now I'm like, I need more card rewards still. I could go right to this campfire, but I don't have anything amazing to upgrade now since I just hit the Algorithm. And would rather just get a card reward, but we are kind of low. So I was considering going right and resting, but that might be a bit too safe, perhaps. And so I get it to 1 health, unfortunately. And then I decide probably worth using a potion to save 11 health here, especially because we might get another one. And we do, in fact, get another one. And Creative AI is here already. Tough decision here. Do I take it or not? I do, in fact, take it. And Toy Ornithopter will give us 5 health back whenever we use a potion. Definitely a very solid relic. Love to have any sustain. Choose not to play Turbo there. Don't want to draw a Void instead of a real card. No need to save the energy there. And I'm choose to believe that the Lightning Orb would hit there. Only like a 25% chance of missing, I believe. And some attacks are here. Lovely. So can choose Ball Lightning or Cold Snap. Barrage is a bit awkward because if we've already played the Tempest to make the orbs, then we probably already won. So better to take one of the other options. And I take Cold Snap to make a Frost Orb, just to have one of those. And we get to the Big Fish event. Can take the heal here just in case. We are going against Slime Boss, so want to make sure we're safe here. Could have considered using a potion here. Power Potion. Could have been quite good. And if I had on turn 1, yeah, now we get Echo Form, so I was a bit, whoops about that, because now I could have done double Tempest for 4, and that would have been probably enough. But now I'm like, I don't really want to play this yet. Just not quite juicy enough. So double the Algorithm. Shouldn't have played Defend there, I was already overblocking. Wasted 1 energy. Do the double Defend, play Heat Sinks, and then next turn, whatever power we draw, we can double it. Electro is a great hit, so they're going to die now. Not too bad. Unclear if that was correct, not playing the Tempest on that 1 turn, but it worked out. And we get a Tungsten Rod. Whenever we take damage, we take 1 less damage instead. And here is Pellets. Pellets is notably not doing a whole lot yet, but if we, you know, eventually find the bias cognition, we can cleanse that debuff, of course. And with creative AI, you always have, in theory, some powers to be playing. And to explain pellets, of course, if you play an attack skill and power in the same turn, it will cleanse all of your debuffs. Pretty good. So we found a buffer from creative AI that's very good. Against this fight, hits you for 20. Unfortunately, I was testing the tungsten rod interaction here. Does not work. I found another buffer though, so that's pretty lucky. Would have only taken 5 though. And should get out here comfortably. So good log of 1 fight there. We get a symbiotic virus. We'll create 1 dark orb for us at the start of each fight, and there's a recycle. And that's exactly what we were looking for to make the Tempest dream come true. So any X cost card, the energy value of it is X, where X is your current energy. So if you recycle an X cost card, you will gain double your energy, or you will double your energy. Gain energy equal to your current energy. And so that's going to be very, very strong. If we can find any other X cost cards, then we can exhaust those, doubling our energy. And then play a huge Tempest. So always splitting here, of course. Getting hit for 30 is not great. Got the lightning orb proc on that one, so managed to block for a bit. And they're both very angry slimes, unfortunately, so definitely a little bit spooky here. Ball attacking again. You hate to see that. We did find a static discharge, which is pretty helpful here. When we get hit, it'll evoke the frost orb, blocking for a bit. So this particular slime boss was very angry, but we managed to make it through. Drawing so many slimes. And we've done it. So on to Act 2. And there's an X-Cost card, Multicast, and it even might be useful on its own right because of this Dark Orb we have. And there's also a Pyramid. Of course, absolutely insane. You can keep all the cards, that way you can reliably have Recycle and the X-Cost card in your hand at the same time. However, there's a little bit of non-bow in the sense that we have to, in order to draw cards, play cards out of our hand. And that can be a bit awkward because we want to retain all of our energy. So, although the Pyramid is obviously very good, it has its drawbacks, and we'll have to find a way around that. This is a very bad turn 1. Getting 21 by Avocado is always painful. Didn't draw Tempest, very sad. But I can just go multicast with the Dark Orb after dual casting, and it's dead. And Go for the Eyes looks great. It's a 0-cost card. It weakens, helps us block without actually having to block. Very good. And I found Bites. I'm actually going to take those. With our Pyramid, we can just keep those around, and then whenever we have spare energy, we can just point some Bites and heal up. That's a nice way to not die. Playing the algorithm. And once again, dual cast, multicast kills. I can do either way. I can do a huge Tempest or a huge multicast. Whoosh. And Bullseye is here, which I considered for a moment, but no need for that. Gets in the way. So I play 1 Bite, and then I pass. Save my energy otherwise. No powers here. Snecko, of course, a bit of a pain. If we can't get our cards out of our hand, then we just have a billion cards that cost too much. There's Algorithm. Next turn I can multicast for 120 damage. Goodbye. And Glacier's here. Not going to say no to a Glacier. Just a bit too strong of a card. Transform 2 is here. Notably, I have Bites, which will transform into other colorless cards, which is not ideal. So I considered for a moment Ingest Mutagens, but the strength is not really doing anything. So then I was like, okay. Transform 2 defense then. It's fine. And we get another Algorithm, which is pretty good, and a Thunderstrike. So after we play our huge Tempest, in case there's like a second phase of that enemy, we can then just play a huge Thunderstrike. And I even upgrade the Thunderstrike instead of Algorithm again, which is probably wrong, because I wanted to make such a huge number. I love making big number. And there's Bias Cog. So I can trigger it here. I'll have to play multicast, unfortunately. Managed to hit the Gremlins there. That was excellent RNG. So I was considering recycling Thunderstrike, probably. Yep, just to make 3 energy. It's nice. Any 3-cost card is also just energy, if you need it to be. So I dual cast just to kill the Gremlins. That Dark Orb is not going to be hitting Gremlin Leader anytime soon. It always hits the lowest health enemy, of course. And a nice Algorithm plus we'll go for the eyes here. Blocks for quite a lot. I probably should have just waited for a big Tempest there instead of playing the creative AI. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle, I would say. So pass. It's hitting us again. That's not great. Just gonna block as much as I reasonably can and then play Tempest. Blocked fully again anyway. And then now I can... I see. Big pop off now with a huge amount of energy. Play all of our cards. And it's attacking us again. This Gremlin Leader is angry. We've been doing quite a good job of killing the Gremlins, but it's still hitting us a lot. It's unlucky, for sure. That was a lucky Lightning Orb, though. Dual cast, unfortunately, whiffs. And I drew into some good cards here. Momentarily forgot about the heat sinks. So actually full blocked again. And we made it through with no damage. So that was a very spooky fight, but our deck is good, so we made it through. And Incense Burner is very good. Every 6th turn, we will gain 1 intangible, reducing all damage we take down to 1. And in fact, with Tungsten Rod, we are immortal on that turn. So that's very exciting. And a Turnip is here. You can no longer become frail, as you see. We have Algorithms, so that actually is making quite a big number, this not being able to get frailed thing. And considering, do I Potion just to not take any damage? I do. And so I have a little bit short of block here, but next turn I can Algorithm and full block that way. Could also not do that. Could like Cold Snap, Tempest. So I just Tempest right now, knowing that next turn I can Thunderstrike to get out. Good fight. Could have healed a little bit with the Bites first, actually. And Reinforced Bodies here, another X-cost card to go with our recycle our X-cost cards game plan. Every single one of them is so valuable. It's doubling our energy. And what to upgrade here? Creative AI, probably, although Creative AI, interestingly, is better when it costs 3, because if we don't want it, then we can recycle it for 3. And we really want to find another recycle or a hologram, or both, to recur this recycle effect. Only having the one can be a bit awkward if you're trying to reliably do that. Walk into Slavers and take 30 damage, of course. typical. And multicast is quite good, even on only a 12 Dark Orb. Oh, we found Auric Outcome, by the way. Every time we end our turn with no block, we'll gain 6 block. Unfortunately, not as good as it normally is, due to this Tungsten Rod, I would say. At least on the intangible turn is what I mean. Normally, it's relevant on the intangible turn. You can just pass, but Tungsten Rod was already making us immortal anyway. But it'll be fine. It won't do anything on the turn that we play Algorithm, of course, but that's fine. So trying to chill a little bit here, wait for our bites, but didn't draw any this turn, so it's gonna kill it. And Emotion Chip is here. If we took damage, then on our next turn, we will trigger the passive ability of all of our orbs. It's a pretty good relic for the Defect, for sure. Another unique one to the Defect, of course. And another Recycle, by the way. That's gonna be very good. And very happy about our decision to put Burner on 4. Now we are blocking for quite a lot. Or 5, rather. Saving our energy again. And now we're doing it. Turbo first. Play Algorithm, of course. And then I'm considering, do I wait for the second one, but we're taking some damage if I do that. Like 6. Could be worth it, actually. But I believe that I just kill it here. The only consideration is the thing. Algorithm. And there's Defrag here. There's also Aggregate, which I really didn't consider and probably should have. But gonna take the Defrag, of course. Hard to say no. And we do have Tungsten Rod, so birds hitting us for 0. Important to keep in mind. Also, we have Auric Outcome, but it wouldn't have done anything. Anyway. Just rip the Tempest. We already have a Thunderstrike in our hand. Play Algorithms. Bite back to full health. And next turn, huge Thunderstrike. And we actually want Burner on 0, so this was perfect because the Automaton does the Hyper Beam on turn 6. So this will perfectly align to fully block the 58 damage. And so that was what I was looking for there. And that's why I so aggressively Tempested quickly instead of just like trying to chill for a bit. So it's all coming together here. Definitely very pleased with our position here. And yeah, gonna play some cards. Try to get down to 5 cards, of course, so we can draw 5 cards. Solar Recycle, we really want that back. Really want that back. I'm actually meant to multicast the Dark Orb here, I'm pretty sure. And that's not something I realized at the time. If I multicast it right now to 18 times 8, so that's 144, I think. And that would definitely kill both of the minions. But I was saving it for the recycling game plan, of course. So just pointing attacks at the minion until it dies. We'll get there eventually. And no immediate danger, of course, because we are, again, full blocking the Hyper Beam. Considering Tempesting right now, but we're so close to getting that recycle back, might as well just wait a turn. Now I'm like, do I go again? Because they still have a reinforced body in our hand. Do I wait even longer? I wanted to make the biggest number, and also it's good to charge a Burner a little bit. So if we can hang out, it's correct to do so. And there's Turbo Recycle. Now we're up to 50 energy. My God, and I rip it. So didn't charge burner, probably should have, but that's okay. Wanted to make a huge Tempest, of course. Gonna skip those cards, don't need any of that. And Inserter is here, which is interesting. But if we're doing the make 50 orbs at once thing, we probably don't need the orb slots, so I just removed 2 bites. Might look a bit strange to remove bites to some, but they are, after all, just strikes that happen to heal you for a little bit, and especially with the pyramid, you can just keep the ones around. Basically, you don't need 5 to have them be relevant in your deck, but drawing a card that does nothing except heal a little tiny bit and do a little bit of damage is not going to cut it in the long run, so it's nice to have a couple bites. 5 is a lot. So I make a pretty significant mistake here, I think. I get rid of Thunderstrike, I remember. And maybe it wasn't in this particular Darklings, actually. I'm probably going to play Reinforced Body. Just a bit too much oncoming damage here. Couldn't find Tempest, sadly. Right here, I should be getting rid of... I don't know what I might... I'm probably meant to just pass right here, to be honest. But I get rid of Thunderstrike, and that seems fine, but it turns out that Darklings come back to life, and if you don't outright kill them with this Tempest, then it can suddenly turn into a big problem. So you have to take Darklings seriously. They are very annoying. So I was hoping to get out this turn, of course. That was the plan. But no way to actually finish them off here. It's close. I could have played Flexpot, actually, and that was correct, probably, because it gets a little bit sus here. Of course, you generally don't want to be wasting potions in Darklings or whatever, but it's at this point past me is beginning to realize the predicament I've put myself in. It's like, uh-oh, I got rid of Thunderstrike. How do I kill these? They're blocking for a lot, though. So just gotta... We have no lightning orbs, so they're not gonna die accidentally. Just gotta whittle them down so that they're all really low health, and then we can kill them over 2 turns. The fact that they gain the 12 block is the biggest bummer here, to be short. It's tough for us to get through without our Tempest and Thunderstrike game plan. So weakening them all down here. Could have played Turbo, might draw Void later. I'm so sorry for what I've done here. Here we go. We made it. So not too bad. And so I was like, okay, it's fine. I'm offered a Doom and Gloom here, for example. I was like, maybe I need the attack, but no, we're fine. Just don't recycle Thunderstrike if you need it, right? It's that simple. We're fine. Upgrade a card, defrag. So I didn't take Cool Headed there, for example. It's just a card that gets in the way a little bit right now. If we had Bias Cog, for example, we could maybe use that a bit more, but right now our plan is to block with the algorithms and then kill it in 1 hit pretty much, and hopefully find some solution to the heart in the meantime. Should have played Algorithm and Bites. Whoops. I just wanted to play Thunderstrike. That's a mistake. Taking a lot, but true Algorithm. Thank you, Algorithm. Burner goes off. Just play Tempest. Gotta kill these exploders by next turn. Or try to anyway. So managed a full block anyway. And should play Bite, of course. Try to get to full health, and you can charge a burner a little bit. So plenty of little slow lines you can do to optimize. Not bad. Skip another cool headed, it seems. Just not interested. Could be you're totally wrong to not be taking them, of course. And now we found Capacitor. And there's also Consume here, making us a little bit sad we didn't take Inserter, perhaps. Could definitely pivot into making Frost Orbs and playing Consume eventually. But I am committed to the bit here. That's what I wanted to do, is make huge Tempest. Remove a Strike. And time for our Uber Duber Elite. It is Regen Nemesis. I will be clicking end turn here, I think. I see. Getting 45'd. I play the Creative AI. Playing Creative AI can be a bit sus with the Pyramid, of course. If you play it, then you're adding a power to your hand that you don't discard. So if you don't want to play the power, it can clog your hand. Like Hello World, for example. But that's okay. Did find Echo Form, of course. That's really good. And now we're Frost Orbing all of a sudden. It happens so fast. Double the algorithm. And then next turn I can double recycle on Reinforced Body Multicast. Go up to 36 energy. And then I'm thinking, like, how do I block though? So I just double the defrag instead. That is 30 block plus 4. So I dual cast as well. Take 0. Now I do the thing. So I meant to play Tempest right now, by the way. But I am... Okay, I do. Good. This went well. I have Burner on 4 as well. And Courier will give us a 20% discount on all things at the shop. Not bad. And Holograms here, which I wasn't immediately, like... I would have snap picked it if I was appreciating fully what it was doing. But Hologram, definitely really good here with the recycles, of course. And upgraded, of course, want to be playing it multiple times. And Burner on 4 against Repto is the absolute dream. Blocking for 100 damage. Or 95 damage, I suppose. But a lot of damage. So that'd be 9 plus 9, it's 18, plus 50, which is 25, plus 25. That's 68, and then Repto attacks you for 16 times 2, which is 32. 68 plus 32 is 100 damage. This enemy surely ends a lot of runs. Like the video if you've ever died to Reptomancer. This video should have 1 billion likes in the first however long it's been since I started this video. I'm managing to full block the 25ers here, so just gonna let him hit me. There's Recycle. Definitely gonna Tempest here. Should have played that first. Of course, the Turbo. So now we're doing it. Well done. And Pair is here, and Biased Cog is here. So Pair, of course, giving us 10 health, max health. That's pretty good. And bias cog is excellent, of course. Now we have a lot of focus. Gotta key a kunai, gotta kill the heart, of course. And this guy is not who we wanted to see. Transient is going to absolutely destroy us here, unfortunately. Bias cog's a great draw. If we didn't find his bias cog just now, this could have gone a little bit differently, I think. Burner goes off. Now I can just chill for a turn. Probably save the algorithm for when it's actually hitting me. Chilling on the recycle for this turn, it seems. Play defenders to get out of my hand. Nope. And multicast for a lot is happening here. It's almost dead, actually. Next turn. So gonna play algorithm, of course, and then bite probably. Because it doesn't actually matter if it dies, just an achievement. But it is a lot of damage. And focus pot is gonna get clicked on. Third algorithm's a bit late. Stack plus was there, but I'm considering stack plus. Not quite a big enough deck, I would say. Love to have this bias cog plus glacier combo. So we're finally doing some blocking with frost orbs after all. It's definitely not our main game plan, but just make some block and try to set up the whole exhausting the X cost cards thing. There's Tempest. I could play Tempest right now, and the next turn I could Thunderstrike. And it would die. Oh wait, it could die right now. I'm wanting to charge Burner more, I guess. I remember something going a bit wrong here. Like, not horribly wrong, but just I remember thinking to myself, oh man, I messed up. No, this seems right. Oh right, it's I draw the void. That's what happens. Spoilers. I draw the void, which I did not anticipate. That was not part of the plan. Because now I have to wait a whole nother turn. Take one. It's fine. Can just play your reinforced body. And now we Thunderstrike. No way to play the bite alongside it, unfortunately. That's fine. And we get bronze scales, reflecting 3 damage whenever we get attacked. That'll be great against the heart, attacking you 15 times in one turn, of course. Yeah, I finally take a cool-headed. It's time to start making some more reliable frost orbs here. With our bias cog. Double Spiker is excellent for us. We're not doing much attacking here. Go for the Eye is excellent to proc the pellets as well. Love to see that. Double algorithm still in there. I don't want to kill them quite yet. hologram for cool-headed. Slightly wrong order, could have done a little bit more lightning orb, but I actually don't want to do that much damage right now. I want to make sure they live so I can draw all my cards. Didn't mean to take damage there. I think I didn't realize the spiker was hitting me, so I was only calculating as if the Jardian was hitting us. Whoops. And then charging Incense Burner a little bit. Can be Repto again, I believe. We just fought Nemesis, right? So Burner on 4 again. Expecting to walk into another Reptomancer, of course. It's always Reptomancer. And double energies here. That's really good. Singing Bowl is a bit late, unfortunately, letting us gain 2 max health instead of skip in card award screens. So sadly, that's pretty bad on floor 47. But it is what it is. So yeah, at this point we can comfortably spend our energy and still make a ton of energy very quickly. Actually get rid of creative AI. When you only have 3 energy, you might as well get rid of the 3 energy because the X cost cards have much more potential than that. I was probably meant to get hologram recycle immediately before playing more cards and then get rid of multicast, perhaps. There's recycle and double energy, my god. Here we go. It's happening. I don't know what's happening, but it's happening. Probably gonna wait a turn for burner purposes. Burner on 4 is better than burner on 5. I mean 3. So 92 energy, 91 energy, Tempest. 91 times 9-ish. That's a lot of damage. It's like 800 damage. And Mummified Hand is here. Whenever we play a power, we will reduce the cost of a card in our hand to 0 for the rest of the turn. Of course, usually a good power on the Defect. It's really good with creative AI, in fact, but we are not really playing that very often right now. And Donu Decker could actually be a bit spooky here. They like to just beat you up. And making the daisies can make our draws less reliable. Probably should have played another card there. Tad short here, it looks like. I just play Algorithm, which is kind of questionable, to be honest, because I wasn't taking that much damage, and now I might need that, you know? But find the bias cog, so never mind. I think we're fine. Can get the Glacier back. Now we're blocking for a lot. And Creative AI costing 3 is a bit of a bummer. That's more energy than I'm willing to spend right now. Turbo, double energy. Still chilling. No calipers, unfortunately. Calipers will be good here. That's for sure. So we've gone all the way back around on burner here, which is not good. Probably want to wait until it's back on something like 4, maybe 3. Now we're making a lot of energy. Buffer will be good. We're blocking for 40, so we are not taking damage. Letting Creative AI cook as well. Always fun. It bites, and then next turn we're probably doing it. Bias cogs here as well. Poor Danu Deca, man. It's Wokebird, it's always Wokebird, of course. Without fail, every single time it is Wokebird. I was meant to block there, by the way. Whoops. Or maybe I wasn't. Better to save it for later. But past me thought that I was meant to be blocking there because I made a little whoops mouse movement. Considering playing this multicast for sure, I can see it. It's no. So if I rip it right now, how much am I dealing? Probably enough. Just in case I play algorithm. It was in fact enough. And now we just have to play Thunderstrike. Unfortunately, it is not in my hand, but I drew algorithm. That's really good and pretty lucky. There it is. 9 times 37. Someone do the math, please. Nine times 30 is 270. 9 times 7 is 63. 333. I've done it for you. You're welcome. Wait, did I say 7 times 6? No, I didn't. I'm fine. Anyway, there's something about me and reaching Act 4 that causes my brain to melt. Maybe it's just the fact that I've been talking for an hour straight. So find a skim, Courier refreshes, find another turbo, that's pretty good. And master of strategy. And to find a duplication pot, of course. I don't even think I end up using that, actually. But I meant to be doubling the bias cog, of course. Maybe I meant to be using potions in this fight instead of the heart. And I made an oopsie, by the way. I didn't wait a turn last fight for Incense Burner. And that's gonna put us taking 60 damage here. So I should have mentioned that earlier, but we should have, yet again, waited for Burner and put it on 4 for this fight. But instead, I didn't, and we take 61 damage here. We only survive here because of Tungsten Rod at 1 health. So can you believe it? This wins. Definitely very spooky. I'm just throwing for content, making it more exciting. Probably double energy, or I can hologram for a cycle and the hologram again. Just keep finding Echo Form. They're so good. So I don't want to use it yet. We don't have an X-Cost card to get rid of. So I'm digging. Still didn't find one. But now it's probably time to cut our losses and just play the double energy. So we can keep going with Skim. Plate. I should have played Bite first. To be short. Playing algorithm there also questionable. Could have saved that for when we're actually taking damage and or when we have Echo Form. Up. That's not that important at this point anymore. Like, it's gonna be enough block already. And yet again, I'm trying to put Burner on the right number, but it might not work out that way. In this particular case, we might have to just get out because they have to get out. Could have held that defend. And doubling bites. I'm trying to gain as much health as possible to give us a little bit of a buffer in the heart, because it would really suck to walk into the heart with 1 health, so the bites are gonna offset this absolutely disastrous fight a little bit for us. And I'm considering playing bite, but if I play it as my first card, I'll gain an extra 2 health. But I had to turn around there, because it was hitting us in the back, so I play it just to turn around. I don't want to play Storm because I don't want to kill these things too fast, or else we will not be able to heal for as much as we could. Get back Bite, probably, for next turn. And at any point, we can just rip the Tempest and we're out. But we don't want to. We want to live as long as we can here. And so here is a little bit of a crossroads. I could choose to just Tempest right now, but would love to also stay in here and heal for a little bit more. And Burner is on 5, which is a disaster, by the way, because you walk into the heart fight, it goes off, the heart is never hitting you on turn 1, and it does nothing. So we want it on 4 or 3, but preferably 4. So if I kill right now, it's really bad. But right now, if I pass, I block for 25 and take damage. So I want to dual cast for sure, then see how much block I have. So now we're at 24, we're blocking for 20, minus 4 from the burn, so I'm at 40. And then it goes 14, 14, 14 gets over the 40, because that's 42, and then I lose my buffer charge, and then I take 13 damage. So we're just short here. If I had 1 less burn in my hand, I would be able to pass here. And that's a bit of a bummer. So now I'm like, okay, probably gonna have to play this focus potion to block here, because I really, really don't want to leave yet. And we might find another potion anyway from the fight. So this time, got through. Find another Echo Form, that's pretty nice. Kind of crazy not playing cards there, honestly. Need to find those bites. And I probably should be recycling the Storm. The Storm is not happening here. So a weirdly long Act 4 Elite fight here. Just trying to hang out to heal for a bit more. And charge Burner. So this is the point where, like, okay, I need to kill this right one here. So if I Electro, then it should die. With some more cards from my graveyard here. I can Thunderstrike as well. Thunderstrike is a real card in my hand that I can play, it turns out. So now we have just this one guy left. Buffer will block for a lot. Might not even need it though. And so next turn I'm supposed to Tempest, but I believe I forgore, and I don't. Like, it would be perfect. We have enough health now, it's fine. But I pass again, I'm pretty sure. So I was trying to heal for more, and again, I think a lot of the time I could, but it hits us again. It's not great. Ooh, yeah, the orbs were going to kill it anyway. That was the problem. So burns on 5 going into the heart. That's actually really quite bad. We will not be getting any benefit from this burner. So we're going to have to kill the heart honestly here. We do have the pellets, of course. Excellent, removing the 3 debuffs it applies. 2 debuffs. We have Turnip. So no power in our hand. Gonna have to find one. There's Bias Cog. We've done it. Can probably just chill. Can pass the turn here. So do I recycle first or do I algorithm first to prevent the beat of death damage is a good question. Or just leap. But I can probably afford to take the 2 if I want to. Or 1, actually. Tungsten Rod, of course. And early Tempest here. Already a Thunderstrike in our hand, and Tempest, of course, you know, it can only do 200 damage in this fight, so just rip it, and then we're gonna have to kill pretty quickly here with our Thunderstrike. The heart is a different animal entirely. You have to treat it as such. And I weaken Potion before it gains its artifact charges. That way it's weakened for the next 2 turns. And I should have duplication potted the Bias Cog, by the way. Could use it right now. On like Reinforced Body or something. Or a defrag is fine. But I'm swagging on the heart by not using duplication pot, which I bought at the Act 4 shop. So I think I meant to get back Thunderstrike, but maybe I have a different plan. Oh, I hit Hologram with the Mummified Hand proc, so now I can get back Glacier. Block for a lot. Take 1. Emotion Chip goes off. It's actually pretty good. And yep, definitely meant to dupe that. Or that. It's fine. Who needs it? So I was considering playing Glacier, but the next turn we'd only have drawing like 2 cards or whatever. So I decided to play the powers, which give the Mummified Hand procs so we can play more cards. Trying to draw the Thunderstrike again, and we found it. So we will do 200 damage, and then it'll hit us, and we have Static Discharge and Bronze Scale, so it will die here. And we've done it. So a very sus Act 4 Elite there into a very easy heart kill. And some very questionable play for sure in Act 4 Elite. I should have killed it with Burner on 4, of course, but I was trying to get more health out of it. I was too scared of the heart, I think. Obviously, it wasn't worth being so scared of the heart there. And yeah, there was that 1-1-2-3 energy being preserved by Ice Cream. That's so much energy, of course. 4-digit number, guys. That's crazy. And yeah, very cool run involving huge Tempests. Really, really love doing the Ice Cream thing and abusing that. It's always very fun and cool and unusual. So hope you guys liked that as much as I did. If you're still here, how have you not subbed? If you're still here, how have you not subbed? How have you not liked the video? Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and as always, have a beautiful day.